Welcome! I have for you today what I hope is going to be a fun video. I thought that I would do my March card share and then also show you a couple of fun things that I picked up that were not craft related. So kind of a non-crafty fun stuff for me haul. I do have one more very large craft supply haul for you coming, the fourth part of my spring crafting stuff. I'm still waiting for one order to come in, and it's I just checked the tracking this morning and it says significant weather has delayed it. We're not having any significant weather issues here where it's been relatively sunny and warm all week. So I can only imagine that somewhere else in the country we're having significant weather issues at this time. Anyway, so when that one comes in, I will have part 4 of my spring haul. So let's go ahead and show the March card share, the cards that I've worked on in March. Hasn't been much. I've actually mostly been focusing on my Hero Arts March kit that I love, and I got a couple of add-ons to go with that. I have some of the pieces here, these cute little goldfishies that I've already colored. So I've mostly kind of been working on that. If you missed my update video or a couple of videos ago, I started a new medication about a month and a half, and maybe the first month just completely wiped me out and I've had no energy to do anything. We've since adjusted my medication a little bit and I'm starting to feel a lot better, and I'm starting to get my energy back, starting to get my groove back, so I'm just kind of reaching back for life at this point. So I'll be picking it back up again, but that was something that was planned, so I knew March was going to be kind of a little sparse on the crafting the crafting stuff to show off for you. So I don't have a very big card share, but I have worked on a couple things, and I will do a separate video when those cards are done showing off the Hero Arts March kit. So for the card share, I have the first thing that I worked with. I have from Fawn. This is the brand new Happy stamp and coordinating die set, and I love these. My daughter's nickname is Sweet Pea, so that's kind of what drew me to this. And I've been having a blast with this because they're so adorable with the little faces, and also the beautiful papers that have come out from Fawn this season. So let me show you. Let me get them, but let me show you what I have done here. I have 2 different style cards that I made, all using that gorgeous new spring fling paper from Fawn here. With the flowers, I have some twine on here from my stash, just because it was the perfect color. I don't use a lot of twine, but I really should. I think it kind of gives a little something extra to the card here. So I have a birthday card here, and I have a sorry, please forgive me card. Super cute. I just had a lot of fun coloring these little images. I had a lot of fun experimenting with my greens and blending some greens. I used my Spectrum Noir markers for these little cuties here. So I had fun with that. And then I had a couple, and you'll see it a little bit. I have been obsessed with this spring fling paper, so I've been using a lot of it. So I had a lot of scraps. So I actually cut them down and made my own paper for these next 2 cards here. So these are just slices of scraps that I laid onto a adhesive piece of paper and just kind of laid them all out. Just a fun way to use up scraps, but this is all from the Spring Fling paper pack, so I have a couple more birthday cards here. I go through a ton of birthday cards. So that is what I did with the Fawn Sweet Pea set, or Happy set, not Sweet Pea set. Sweet Pea's my daughter. Super cute. My daughter is on her way right now to Boston with her class field trip. It's pretty exciting. They're going to the Boston Symphony Orchestra today. Okay, so the next cards that I made, I worked with this Sloths set from Pink and Maine. Super cute. And I did pick up the coordinating dies to go with that. I love Pink and Maine dies. They come already separated for you. Of course, they're pink and they're coated, so they're really easy to use. Love them. And of course, sloths are adorable. So I've been using that, and this is where some of that other Spring Fling Fawn paper came from. I made a couple of birthday cards. I'm a little slow. Happy belated birthday. So cute. I just want to drink coffee and, well, drink more coffee. Hang in there. You've got this. And let's hang out. Super cute. I suppose you could put this one upside down. It wouldn't really work upside down the little character because his legs would be wrapped around the branch. Anyway, so there's that. And then the last set that I worked with is the Pocket of Sunshine set from Pink and Maine. And again, the coordinating dies to go with this. This is one that I've had for a while. It was on my wish list for a while, and I finally got it, and I hadn't had a chance to touch it in like forever. I had a pack of denim cardstock that when this stamp set came out, I think it was last summer, I saw it and I was like, oh my god, that pocket right there would be perfect for using my denim cardstock. So I finally pulled that out, and that's exactly what I did. It was a little bit tricky because it is actually like a textured denim here. And as you can see, I made the little pockets. I stamped it with Versamark and I heat embossed the little pockets. And then I used the die. I had to run it through my Gemini. A couple of them went through the first time, but a couple of them I had to run it through twice to get it to completely cut out from the denim cardstock. Let's see. And there's a lot of fun, different things that you could use here. I did this one with the 2 aces, the playing cards. You are the aces in my pocket. Just a little heat embossing here. And this background is the denim cardstock as well. I thought that it would be a really fun little touch. A pocket full of sunshine for you with a little sunshine character. A pocket full of happy greetings with the iPhone in the pocket there. My iPhone is pink too, so I made a card based on my phone. You are the fun in my pocket with the little pocket protector, the pens there. And a pocket full of posies for you using these really fun floral images. I like this, and I almost wish that the flower stamps were separate because I thought this might make a fun background just with these bright different flowers you could color, but oh well. There's plenty of other flower stuff. I'll make do. So anyway, so that is my March card share for you. And again, I will have the Hero Arts kit separately in another video when I finish with that. Going slowly but surely with that. Like I said, I'm still just kind of getting back to my being alive phase, and I get tired really easily too. So really I only get like about an hour or two, maybe 2 hours in separate spots during the day when I get the energy to do much. And I've been kind of focusing on catching up on laundry and cooking and spending time with Leah when those things hit me. One of the things that I have been doing in my spare time as well, especially when Leah's in school and I don't have a lot of energy, is I've been catching up on a lot of video games that I have, and I just haven't had a chance to play or haven't had the time to play in like the past couple of years. I love video games. I've been playing them since I was a child, and my father brought home the first Nintendo Entertainment Center system when I was a kid, so love video games, but I don't have a lot of time, and we're really cheap, my husband and I, so we tend to be like 5 to 10 years behind everything that's current in terms of the gaming platforms and the games and stuff that come out, because we don't like, if you're on trend for these things, it's so much more expensive than just being way behind and picking up a machine secondhand and games secondhand and stuff. So we're still using our Xbox 360 and our Nintendo Wii. So I still have games for those that I haven't had a chance to play yet. I had one of my favorite game series is for the Nintendo, and it's the Legend of Zelda games. And I had an slightly older one that was for the Wii called Twilight Princess that I never had a chance to finish years ago. So I started that one over and I finished it in just like a couple of days. And then I remembered that I have the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, which I think was the last Zelda game that came out for the Wii, and it has a motion detector in the controller, so you actually, swipe to use your arm to actually swing for the sword strikes and stuff, and like flying and stuff, and that's fine, and that's like a great way to cheat and get a little exercise, and plus it's fun. And I started playing this game a couple years ago, and then like a week after I started playing was when I fell and dislocated my shoulder. You guys might remember me complaining repeatedly about shoulder injuries, and I couldn't play it anymore. I couldn't do the arm movements anymore, so I set it aside, and I had completely forgotten about it for like years. And then we moved recently this past September, and we found it again, and I was like, oh, I'm going to set that aside and put it in my do play pile. So I grabbed it to try to play it after I finished the other Zelda game that I just mentioned, and it wasn't playing. I think it got scratched. Somehow when we moved, maybe it came loose in the container and scratched or whatever, and it was not playable. I tried a million times. My husband and I Googled all sorts of things that you can do to try to buff it out and refinish it, and it wasn't working. And I had heard a rumor that GameStop has a machine that can buff some of these old games out. So we went in there to see if they could do that, and she said no, they don't have those machines anymore, so you can buy the machine, or what I can do is I can take your damaged game in as a trade-in and then use that credit to apply towards another pre-owned disc. So that's exactly what we did. So this is a so yeah, so we traded in my damaged one, and then this one it's pre-owned, but it's in better condition, so hopefully it should play. I haven't had a chance to, because in the meanwhile, while all this is happening, I started playing another game. So right now I'm playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag, if anybody's interested in that. But so I've been kind of doing that, and I'll do that for like an hour or so in the morning, and like if Rod's working late at night, I'll play the game for an hour, and then that actually I'm finding that it's really helping me to focus doing things in like hour-long batches. So like, okay, well, Leah's off to school. I'm going to play my video game for an hour. Then I'm going to work on emails and computer stuff for an hour. Then I'm going to try to work on crafting for an hour. Then I'm going to, do some housekeeping for an hour. So I'm finding that that works for me. And it helps me, just these smaller chunks of tasks, if you will, helps to keep me on task. So that's kind of what I found works best for me as I was dealing with just some extreme exhaustion. Now the exhaustion isn't quite as bad. It's easing up a lot, and I'm finding that I can do a lot more. But anyway, so now so now all I want to do is play video games and craft, but I have to do stuff. I have to mom or whatever. So I'm telling you this long and boring story. And by the way, this is why I went through the cards first, because I figured that if you're not interested in anything beyond the cards, you can just turn it off at this point. So we're in GameStop, and I just have to show you some of the fun things that I picked up. Hang on a second and let me grab them. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, poor planning. So we're in GameStop, and I should tell you two things. First of all, my husband is an extreme enabler. He pretty much doesn't care what I buy, ever. Second of all, he loves clearance shopping. He's like the cheapest person you will ever meet, ever. He loves clearance shopping, so he's always looking for cheap stuff. No matter what store we're in, he aims right for the clearance section. He's like, oh, we need to buy this just because it's cheap. So he's one of those people, okay? So he's looking in the clearance section, and there's some things that are nearby the clearance section that he mistakes for the clearance section. So let me show you the things that he picked out for me that were not on clearance, but he thought they were on clearance, and then by the time he realized that it was too late. So as you know, we have a pet rabbit. Her name is Daisy. She's brown. We love her more than anything. She's our baby. We worship her. The whole house revolves around her and her schedules and attitude. She loves her daddy, and she gets really mad, and she stomps her feet all the time when he's not paying attention to her. So we thought that this was very Daisy-like, and it has a little hook here so I can hook it to something. It is one of those Feisty pets. So look at this. So little brown bunny rabbit. Is that not the funniest thing you've ever seen? So it's like, oh, it's Daisy. Pet me. Okay, sorry. I'm a little weird, I know that. So the only thing is that our rabbit only has one eye, so I guess we could cover up the eye here. And then this is Daisy. She lost her eye a couple years ago to infection. It was actually quite sad. Okay, so we have this adorable little bunny rabbit, which is mine, and I carry her in my purse because she makes me laugh, and then I just pull her out and like push her in people, like my husband and my daughter's face at random points. So we also picked up for my daughter, for her Easter basket, we have this Pokemon ball here, and it's a trading card game. This is a nice metal Pokeball, and it's sealed and has a couple packs of Pokemon cards in here, which she loves. We just thought this would be fun, and the container itself, ooh, it's kind of rattly. Oh, it's got a Pokemon coin in there and then some booster packs. So she might collect the little Pokemon balls. And then also for me, and my husband found this, is a new mug for my coffee. It's a My Little Pony mug, and it is the old style My Little Pony. Remember when we were kids in the 80s? It's the old style, not the new one. So, oh my God, just squeal with delight. I love it. So now I have an old My Little Pony mug. Love it for my coffee. So that's a couple of just little fun things that we picked up at GameStop at the same time that we got my game. I'll show you really quick a few other things that we got for Leah for her Easter basket this year. We don't really do Easter very much. We're not religious, so we don't really do like Easter as in like the religious part of it, but Easter is really big in the town here with like the Easter bunny hunt for the kids and stuff. So my daughter kind of got into the idea of the Easter bunny. So we still do a little Easter basket for her, and we'll even hide plastic eggs filled with little coins and treats and stuff around the house so that she can find them. But other than that, we don't really do much. So for her Easter basket, we don't do a lot of candy for her. She has lots of cavities and stuff, so we don't really do a lot of candy for her. But I do a couple of treats. So I grabbed from her. We went to Michael's and Joann's recently, so grabbed a couple of different things. We got these Hopster Bunny socks, knee socks, to put in her Easter basket. And I think these were on sale. And then I grabbed just a bubble one. Her favorite color this year is blue, so if you're noticing a theme, most everything is blue. And then for Michael's, I just grabbed these erasers here. Erasers are still big in school. I couldn't find any blue unicorns, so pink, and of course the rainbows, and I might ask her to give me one, but anyway. So just a couple of little erasers. So those are just treats for Leah's Easter basket, and I will hide those back in my room. So speaking of Michael's, I grabbed a couple of crafty things that I will show you in my crafty thing haul, but this is the non-crafty haul. I love the Michael's candles, and right now it's the Ashland brand candles. They're regular price in the US, they're only $6, but they regularly go on sale, and they were 3 for $10 yesterday. So I grabbed two of them, and then I got a packet of wax melts from the burner in my kitchen. I don't have that in front of me to show you, but I got the blood orange scent for that. This is the stone wash linen, which is really nice. And then my husband actually picked this one out. He really liked this one. It's the lilac. Very pretty. So I'll probably wait a couple weeks to do this one. They're not, I don't want to say they're probably not like obviously the greatest candles, but they're good enough. And I burn them all when I'm home anyway, like all day, every day long. So one of these is, I can go through this in a week. And for just a week, they're fine. I would say I've had some before, like I've picked up some Christmas ones, and I've only burnt half of it, and I'll put the other half away for the next year, and by the next year there's no scent left in the candle at all. So that they're not quality enough to last like through a year in storage. Like Yankee candles will, my Yankee candles, I'll put the lid back on it and put it in storage, and it's still like fresh as the day I bought it when I pull it out of storage. These ones not so much, but you do get what you pay for. But for a week of enjoyment, it's the perfect price. And they have tons of different scents, and they come out with them every season. And they're cheap enough that I don't feel guilty spending a couple of bucks on a candle to make my environment smell nice. So, I'm not really sure why this is in my pile here. I grabbed a package of scrunchies the other day, just because I cut my hair probably about a month ago. It used to be quite long. I have very long, thick, curly hair, and it used to be, when it was straight and wet, it would be down to my bottom. And I cut it off to just under shoulder length. It's just lower than my ears quite a bit ago. But I'm having a hard time putting it up with my clips, so I thought some scrunchies would work. So I grabbed some scrunchies. And it does work. Okay, so here's the really fun part. My definite splurge, although it wasn't really much of a splurge. I wanted a new handbag this year. For spring. I normally get one every spring-ish with spring colors, and then I get one like in the fall. And I don't always get a couple of new bags a year. Sometimes I still have a few in my closet that I like that I'll pull out seasonally, but I do like to change it up every once in a while. But I haven't, we've just been so busy this last year, I haven't changed my bag at all in like a year and a half. Which is a little bit unlike me. So I wanted a new bag this year, some fresh colors, some new stuff or whatever. And I discovered a really cool brand, and it's called Lily Bloom, L-I-L-Y Bloom. And I'm not sure if they're still made or not, honestly, because I can't find a company website for them, but I can find their products for sale other places like Amazon, Poshmark, eBay, this company called Belk, B-E-L-K. But anyway, their handbags are made from recycled plastic bottles. Awesome. And they have really fun, beautiful prints. A lot of them are fruity, florally. I'm not really into the floral stuff, but I really love these. So the pattern that I selected to go with for this season, I think it's called B. Let me look it up. Busy Bee is what it's called. So this is the wallet here, and I thought it was entirely yellow when I was looking at the pictures online, but it's actually a really light pale green, and then of course beautiful yellow and orange florals and the bees and everything. So this is the wallet, and it's a really good sized wallet. As you can see here, it has a spot for a checkbook. I probably won't keep my checkbook in here. I like to keep a separate checkbook. Just because I don't write checks very often, so I just would prefer to keep that buried in my purse. But lots of places for cards. You've got a coin pouch in the back here. You've got an extra pouch here for other stuff. Probably wouldn't use this for anything, but you've got a pocket here. Really fun, and it's a nice kind of, it feels like a woven plastic, which is exactly what it is, but it feels nice and waterproof. It feels like it's relatively good quality for the price. I think I couldn't find this for sale at a merchant. I got this one on eBay, and I think I paid $14 for the wallet. And then I couldn't find the matching purse anywhere, and they have a couple of different purse styles, and I selected the Libby mid crossbody style. Let's see if I can get it all to show up in the camera here. I probably won't be able to move it here. Sorry. The Libby mid crossbody, and its retail price of $49. And I think I got it for like $19, and I got it from that Belk website, BELK, and I had a coupon as well. And I also got some new sheets for my bed from that company, and we love them, but I obviously don't have them in front of me to show you. But anyway, so this is the style that I went with. A nice crossbody bag, good size. The wallet will fit in here, my phone, and some other stuff that I like to carry with me. I absolutely love it, and I've been waiting to show you guys so that I can get all the stuffing out and actually sort all my purse stuff into here. So now that I've shown you, I'll have a better picture of it in the thumbnail for the video. I know it's not all fitting on the camera, so sorry about that. I probably should have thought of that earlier. My camera is designed to go evenly on this small section of my craft mat for a card, which is obviously much smaller than the purse. So. Anyway, so that is my March card share and my fun haul of just fun things that have nothing to do with crafting, just little twit things here and there that I've picked up over the past month. I hope that you've enjoyed. If you have any questions or anything, please leave them down below. I have my Hero Arts kit coming soon within the next couple of weeks, and it is almost time for the next kit. So we'll see. Anyway, I hope that you have a very nice weekend, and hopefully next week I'll be back with the last part of my spring haul, and then hopefully after that we'll have Hero Arts and everything will be back to normal. Take care.